Hi guys, thank you for watching my videos of my final video presentation in COM 141. I'm Hong Yu Wang. And as you can see that my topic is about comparative analysis of programming in Java and C++. Well, under the background of the fast development of computer technology, the computer language has become the focus of the research in the computer fields, such as the Java language, the C++ language, and these two languages are in a critical position in optimizations of programming language. But however, they have some difference in characteristic, and this difference which has become a reason for their respective application in different fields. And in my presentation, I'm going to compare and analyze the application of Java language and C++. And to the Java language is an object-oriented design language, and which is derived from the C++. Therefore, it inherits the language components of C++ language, and it has a characteristics of the high security and painful independence and multi-threading. It is used in the internet, and Java is a revolutionary technology in the software, and it can provide the user with a functional programming environment. And Java is currently a very widely used programming language in the software. Java is a relative powerful in actual soft operation, and its heritage the morphological characteristic of C language and the C++ language will. The C++ language is more stable and completable, and it can support high-level language structures. The application of these two languages in actual programming can improve a facial thing of the system programming. And I'm going to introduce the comparative analysis of Java language and C++ language from the three aspects. There are like Java language future and application, and C++ language future and application, and Java language compare with C++ language. And both Java and C++ are the main language for the computer programming right now. Java is an object-oriented feature, and it can support language in interpret and distribute application, and it integrates many grammatical features into Java and to the another language such as C++. It has a strong compatibility and stability. It can support the high-level language structures. Both languages are popular in modern computer language system, and they are both commonly used in programming. Both languages has played an essential role in improving the efficiency of the system programming. Therefore, the comparing analysis of the characteristic of Java language and C++ language is a considerable significant, which can help the programming better understand about these two languages. When considering Java language future, it is best to use Java language application. The features are many as follow: language type safety. The variables involved in the language are all objects. Under the language application, current center types of objects can be kept in context through a particular correlation. It's different from the C++ language that use pointer to access objects. Because most of the reference objects in Java language application are in inventory, and they are most professional in managing objects. From platform independent, and this feature is mainly managed in the Java language application, can be used directly in PAM4 after the class file is complete. The length of the PAM4 has no effect on the application of the language. The formation of this feature is mainly due to the application of the Java virtual machine, which is responsible for completing language bits. In the application of the Java language, it is firstly reflected in the application of Java operating system structure, such as processing, soft isolation technology, and garbage collection technology. In terms of the isolation technology, the address space structure of the Java's operating system is single, which requires the data isolation of each process, such as the application of the source memory isolation. Since there are statical functions pointer and the statical feeds variable of the objects in the GTOC table, as a top organization network diagram is formed between the object and the pointer. In terms of the garbage collection, the emphasis is placed on the control of the system memory, recover and allocate to avoid the impact of garbage in the system memory and ensure system performance. Secondly, from the particle application of the Java technology, the species performance is as follow, like mobile target pointing system, such as in internet terminals, base station, GPS pointing service. And the C++ language has a different characteristic and application from Java. C++ language characteristic as the language from after C language upgrade. C++ language has more obvious advanced than C language. The specific characteristics are function characteristic. It can be used as an object-oriented language. Programming competently is a good and is a high-level language attribute. The application of the Java C++ language requires coding compilations, which requires formulations of the text writing strategies during the compilations. The formulations of the line ending for the language types must be considered in an orderly manner. The reason is that they are individually different on line endings due to the different PAM4 types. As a hybrid language, the C++ language and the Java language has a variable characteristic in the acting style, but they are especially need to develop computer software and have their own language characteristic. The pointer functions takes the newly created objects as an example. The introduction of the Java language can abuse object references, but it should be noticed there are difference between the two languages in the creating objects. If in the C++ language creating an object, the object need to be initialized and the definition of the same object in different location is void. In construct, the Java language do not need to consider this problem when creating objects, or which can directly eliminate the need for the pointer part. At the same time, from the point of value of the road pointer, there's no specific pointer functions in Java language, and there's no global variable in the class need to be considered, so it can be achieved by passing in the object's reference. In construct, the C++ language has two strong dependence on the role of the pointer. For example, the movement of the arrays requires implementation through the proton. Abnormal control mentions in terms of system control mentions. There's a critical. In summary, Java and C++ are the critical and technical guardians for computer software development. In my videos, we can find that these two languages are widely used in particular application. They have their own characteristic. By especially comparing this characteristic, the advanced of Java's language are more in terms of the pointer functions. Obviously, in real life, programmer can choose according to the actual situation.